Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I've got an awesome ab sculpt for you guys. We're going to start with some low belly activation to really fire up that deep core and get warmed up. And then we're going to go through a series of HIIT exercises that are going to really fire up your heart rate. And finally we'll go through a sequence that's going to scorch the entire abdominal wall. Now as we go through these moves, I want you guys to focus on your breath, and your breath in combination with contraction of those abdominal muscles. So as you exhale, typically this is going to be during the more effortful part of the move. Really want you to focus on tightening up those abs, okay? So you don't want to be puffing out the belly, okay? You want to be really sucking in, belly button goes to your spine. Contract, contract, contract. All right, I'll try to cue that as we go through the moves, but just a little reminder right now to be aware of that. Let's get into it. So we'll start by sitting up nice and tall. Now here you want to really stack your shoulders over your hips and even lean forward slightly. Bring your chest wall forward, sit up nice and tall, and plant your fingertips, picking spider fingers, about at knee level. We're going to start by just walking this out. So you're going to lift right leg and left, right leg and left. Again, sitting up nice and tall. What you don't want to do here is sink back, okay? Not coasting here. You also don't want to just collapse forward. So really maintaining that beautiful, long, straight spine, crown of the head reaching up to the sky. And again, remember that breath. So really contracting with every exhale and pairing those exhales with the lifting of the leg. Now it's feeling too intense with straight legs, you can bend the knees a little bit here. We'll do 5 more each side. Here's 4, 3, 2, and there is your 1. All right, lengthen up those legs. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe shake it out. It's okay to feel this in the thighs a little bit here as well. As you build that core strength, that'll dissipate. Okay, sit up nice and tall. Now here we're going to lift the legs and give a little tap. So we're going to give a little tap, and tap, and tap, tap. So really press those fingertips into the ground. Go tap, and tap. This is tough, okay? Go 10, 9, 8, 7, contract, contract. Go 4, 3, 2, and there's your 1. All right. Now we're gonna lift both legs at the same time, okay? Again, you can take this into straight leg lifts, or you can do a tiny little bend in the knees, okay? Here we go. Lift. Really have this move come from that low belly. It's okay to reset if you need to. Okay, give me 10 more. Three, go 2. And there is your 1. Awesome job. So next up, we've got a little ab HIIT session. It's only going to be 6 minutes, but it's going to be pretty intense. I'll be there with you the whole time. We're going to do 3 moves for each move, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we've got 4 rounds. So let's get right into it. Just to give you a little preview, we're going to start with cross mountain climbers. So you're going to be bringing your knee to opposite elbow, and then switching, okay? We're going to start pretty slow in the first round, and we'll pick up pace in subsequent rounds as you get a little bit more comfortable with the moves. Let's get right into it. So cross, cross. Now I love these compared to regular mountain climbers because you really wring out those abdominals by bringing the knee to the opposite elbow rather than just bringing the knee in between your hands. All right, quick little reset. So next up, we're going to take a modification of jumping the hands with the feet to the hands. So we'll start at tabletop. You're going to jump and back to tabletop. So landing nice and softly. This is gonna really work the core, the shoulders. You just got short working sessions here because these moves are gonna be really pretty intense. All right, quick little reset. Next up, we've got plank jacks. So we're just gonna start, here's a modified version, walking the feet out and back to center. And really think about lengthening through the crown of your head. You want those hands to be right under your shoulders. All right, so we're already on the second round. We're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. If that's not comfortable for you, feel free to stay with that previous version we just did. All right, so working a little faster here. We're getting nice and warmed up here. Starting to sweat. Exhaling every time that knee comes to opposite elbow. All right, now we have those tabletop hops, so come into your tabletop. A few more seconds. And let's go. So we'll jump in and out. So pick up the pace here. You can keep it slow. This is your workout. You've got this. One more. Nice. A little quick child's pose here to reset. All right, so we're gonna be doing the full jack version of plank jacks. You can always stay with just walking the feet out if that works better. Okay, keeping this a little bit slower here. In this second round, you can pick up the pace in a later round if we choose. These are short sessions, but they're really gonna burn, really gonna sculpt. All right, child's pose. Already on round 3, so you're halfway there. Here we go, cross mountain climbers. And maybe you pick up the form, pick up the pace even more. Always wanna focus on that form. Exhale. You're gonna tighten those abdominals as you exhale. All right, feeling it. Good burn. Doesn't need to be long. Super short and efficient. Here we go. Hop and back. So notice I'm landing with soft knees in this tabletop rather than jumping out to a straight-legged plank. That's gonna be a little bit more gentle on those joints. All right, plank jacks next. And if you need more of a rest between these moves, feel free to take it and just pop right back in with me when you're ready. The good news is we just have one more round after this. All right. Your shoulders are really going to be burning here too, so it's an awesome little bonus shoulder sculpt. Last round, let's get it. Last time doing these mountain climbers. Maybe that knee comes a little bit closer to opposite elbow. That breath going. Child's pose. I am like seriously winded. It's awesome. You guys are doing it too with me. Here we go. Now if you need to, you can always modify, okay? I always say, try to modify rather than stopping. Woo! All right. One little child's pose. Crazy how intense 20 seconds of work can be, right? Last time, plank jacks. tighten the core. We're almost there. Almost done this hip portion. Nice job, guys. So hopefully by now, your heart rate is up, got a good sweat going on. Now we're gonna take it back down to the mat and we'll work the entire abdominal wall. Let's go. All right, guys, so let's get into the last part of this workout. We're gonna be down on the mat, so those shoulders are gonna get a break. We're still gonna be torching the abs. So here we've got 4 moves. We're doing 3 rounds. Each move is 30 seconds, and then we'll have some time to transition to the next one. So let's go ahead and get into it. First things up is a little preview. So we've got leg switches. So 2 options here. You can take more of a pause here, or you can make this a little bit more dynamic. Most important thing is you want to focus on this low back, okay? So the low back shouldn't be arching off your mat. You really want to focus on drawing your lower ribs towards your hips and pulling your belly button down towards your spine. That's going to keep your back nice and flush on your mat to help protect it, okay? Second move is a couple options. So option number 1 is a reverse crunch, a little baby one. We're just going to draw the knees towards your chest, crunch your hold, and take it back down. Option 2, you're going to do that baby crunch, and then you're going to slowly extend the legs to your level of control. Now the lower you lower the legs, the more challenging it'll be, but the more likely that low back is going to arch off. So if you have any low back issues, you can work either just doing the baby crunch, or you can extend the legs, but do them higher off the ground. Okay? Or maybe you don't extend the legs fully, and you keep a slight bend in the knees. So option 3 is the more advanced move. You're going to take a full reverse crunch. So lifting the hips up as you send the legs up. Control lower down, and then extending the legs. All right, option 3, we're going to come up to some traveling knee tucks with a leg extension. So you're going to tuck the knees in, extend, and then we're going to work back to center, over to the side, continuing in this little traveling pattern. Last move, we're going to come down, and we've got bicycle abs, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with those L leg switches. So I'm going to start just showing you guys the more modified version, okay? Always an option to take this up, make it a little bit more dynamic. Again, focus on that breath. Check that low back, make sure it's not arching off the ground. Quick little reset. All right, so think about what option you're gonna do here. I'm gonna start with a baby reverse crunch. So here you wanna crunch, draw these in, really hold, and slowly roll down. So don't rush the move. You're not gonna get any of the benefits if you just go through the motions. Okay, option 2 is that crunch. Let's extend the legs. Crunch, extend the legs. Crunch, extend the legs. Last option is that full lift. Slowly, with control, lower down and extend. Nice job. Let's take it right back up. So placing your palms about underneath your shoulders. You're going to draw those knees in. Extend. Come to one side, extend, back to center, and other side. Okay. So starting a little bit slow here as you get the move down. Now your option, how deep you want to lower and extend here. It'll be more challenging the lower you go, but again, maybe a little bit more straight on the low back if your core isn't fully there in terms of strength. Beautiful job, coming right back down for those bicycle abs. So again, elbow to opposite knee, here we go. So starting nice and slow, we're going to take it up in speed in subsequent rounds. Here, think about twisting from the rib cage, okay? So think about your armpit coming towards opposite elbow, not just for opposite knee, not just the elbow. Almost done with this first round. All right, reset coming into round 2. So going for that full, a little bit quicker with those switches here. Now you can also work with a slight bend in the knees here. It'll be more challenging to fully extend the legs, but that might put a little bit more stress on the low back if your core strength isn't quite there. So just find the option that works best for you. All right, coming towards reverse crunches, I'm gonna do the full version in this round. Okay? So using your abdominals here to draw the knees towards chest, and then to lift up. Slowly with control, one vertebrae at a time, you roll down, and then extending the legs without lifting the low back. Okay. And down. Now when you take that reverse crunch, you only want to be rolling onto your shoulder blades, okay, never your neck. Nice job, guys. All right, roll it up. Let's go to those traveling knee tucks and extensions. All right, drop in, extend. One side. Again, remember that breath. So as the knee comes towards me, I'm exhaling, really drawing in, contracting my abs. All right, taking it down, we're gonna go a little bit faster with these bicycle abs here. But again, twisting from the rib cage, okay? Here we go. Work with that breath. Nice job, guys. Remember, you can slow this down. If you want to go a little bit slower, that's totally fine. All I care about is that you're working, you're contracting as that knee comes in. All right, one more round. We're doing this. Whew. All right, here we go. Let's slow it down for this one, okay? Sometimes slow can be even more challenging because you really can't use momentum. You're focusing on the muscle that's being worked. So here I'm resisting the lowering of the leg, using my abdominals. And I'm also using that to lift up, okay? And lift. They always say slow and controlled can burn so much more than just quickly rushing through a move, especially when you're starting out. Always just focus on form and getting the movement pattern down, and then you can pick up speed. All right. Here we go. So reverse crunch, lift, and extend. I'm going to show you again that modified version of the baby crunch. To the extension, maybe not out fully. Baby crunch, partial extension. So abs are still working even in the modified version. Even if you're doing the full modified here. And just stopping right here. So much work going on. All right, last time rolling up for this move. Then we've got one more move, and you guys are done. Here we go. Tuck it in, extend to the side, extend, extend. Excellent. Let's pick up the pace. For this last one, but again, if you feel like your form is faltering, slow it down. Whew. One more to the side. All right, last time. Bye, guys. Last move. You guys have got this. Here we go. Twist and go. Nice job, guys. Again, don't get sloppy. Twist from the rib cage, okay? So it's not just like a shallow twist like this. Keep those elbows out nice and wide. You're almost there. That's it, part 3, done. You guys did so good. So that was a pretty quick workout, but you probably got your heart rate up. If you're like me, you're sweating, you're out of breath, and I love to train abs that way because to get those abdominals, you want to build the underlying muscles, but you also want to shed some of the fat that's on top. So by getting your heart rate up as you did in the circuit, you're going to do just that. So if you like this workout, please go ahead and subscribe to see more like this. Leave me a comment, let me know what you thought, let me know what you want to see next. And thanks so much, guys. Have an awesome rest of the day.